Okay guys, we've got a bunch of products here at First Man. We've got our men's lifestyle supplement, which is everything that a man needs on a daily basis. We've got our natural diuretic supplement, Defined, which allows you to get an angular face, removes all the water, especially good for summer. We've got our Male Advantage book, which is a paperback. You can order this, or you can get this in audiobook format or ebook format. We've got our Better Looking Man course, which I'll bring up pictures on screen now. And we've got my personal diet plan and fitness plan in ebook format. On top of this, guys, we've got a body wash coming out soon, part of the testosterone friendly range. We've got men's boxers and a whole clothing line coming out soon. A whole bunch of products, but for now, let's get back to the video that you actually wanted to watch. Okay guys, welcome back. This is going to be a much shorter video, which is fantastic because I'm going to do a bunch of longer ones, so having the short ones in there as well, it breaks it up, mixes up the content. Different people like different things, so this piece of content is going to be about task lists, okay? And the thing about like daily task lists is they get promoted everywhere. There was like a whole era where it was like billionaire habits. Number one, they have a daily task list. Like, that's probably not going to... But like that one little change isn't going to make you massively wealthy. It's not going to make you a billionaire. Do you know what I mean? It's just like such a small little bonus. Does it help if you're not doing it? Yeah, it helps. Okay. But for me personally, daily task lists don't help with mental health. Like, I found myself like trying to keep up with the task list. I was constantly sat there going, I've got to tick that. I've got to tick that. I've got to tick that. And even when I did my rule of three things each day, I was still just like, this is too micro. Like, that was the biggest thing for me, you know, because when you do 3 daily task lists, it's like go to the gym, make a video, edit video and put video out. It's just boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is normal. I knew I was going to do that, and I was finding that I've always got like, I was just getting too many small things done. It's like, this is too, it's not big scale. Do you know what I mean? So what I started doing is weekly task list. I tried monthly, it doesn't work. It's too widespread. It really didn't work. I couldn't, my mind wasn't on what I was supposed to be working on. But a weekly task list has nailed it. It's got me so motivated because I'm like, okay, let's write down on a Sunday night, Monday morning, I write down like 10 things that I need to do. Also, it doesn't have to be 10, but let's just say 10 things I have to do by Sunday. Or here's the thing, not that I have to do by Sunday. This is what really motivates me now, is I'm like, what things will I do that will get me to Sunday night where I'll sit there and go, that was a good week. And that's how I write my task list now. And I'm like, okay, well, if I get this done, I'll tell you what, let me give you an example. It's only Tuesday. I've actually written one. I just can't, where is it? I don't know if it's on that pad. For example, this week I was like, let's get all my products listed on Amazon, okay? And I found out, okay, I'm going to need a passport. So I've looked into that already and pushed all that forward. One of my task lists as well is the podcast that I'm doing with the guest. Okay, this coming on. I'm like, okay, I need to get all that equipment by Sunday because that's when the podcast is happening. That's going to be fun. Let's prepare for that. I was like, with the stream platform, let's go to a cafe. Wasn't like in the task list, but I went to a cafe. And I was like, let's write down all the projects that are like one-offs and that are cheaper kind of series that I could plausibly do right now. So I wrote a list of like 20. This was on the task list. I knew I had to do this. And then I like picked out the 5 that were most cost effective, that were UK based, that I could probably pull off very easily within the next like 6 months or so. And I was like, okay, they're the ones that we start on. They're like the most feasible. That was one of my task lists, and it was something that's really progressed the business. It's like, it's just more macro. Do you know what I mean? You've got a whole week to do it. So if it took like 2 days to do one thing, you're not going to rush it. You're going to do everything correctly. You're going to really focus in. And I'm also not going to pick something really small that can be delegated to somebody else. It's like, okay, this is in a week. What will I be proud of if I finished all of these in the next week? If 7 days to accomplish something, what will I be proud of? Well, I need 5 gym sessions, okay? I would love to put out 7 pieces of content. Okay, well, let's try and get that done. Like, that'll be written in. For example, the body wash. I'm like, sign off on the body wash. Like, get it completely done. Like, it's almost there. Let's sign off on it. I've got my clothing samples coming in, probably today or tomorrow. Let's get these analyzed, whatever. Let's pick the best one. Let's send that information back to the fashion designer. Can he make a final sample and get it sent to me before Sunday? And then I can sign off for that. And then as of Monday, it's going into manufacturing with a company. Some company are like, yeah, we'll make 1,000 of them for you. Like, that's on the task list. Do you know what I mean? That's a macro thing. It's like, fuck, if you achieve that, that is really going to push First Man forward enormously. Okay? On my task list this week was to do cardio at least 4 times this week and to sweat each time. It's just like a new thing of mine where I was like, I've got the body now, I've got the shape, I look exactly how I want to look. I'm like, now I want to get conditioned. I want to look healthy. I want to sweat out some shit. Now I'm compensating with my calories, so I'm not going to get like some skinny marathon runner. I'm not saying that. I'm still lifting the weights first and maintain the muscle. And then I'm compensating with the calories so that I can do the cardio and like, you know, whatnot. But that was on my task list, is to get that done. And these are all like macro things. It's not drive to here, pick this person up, drop off letter. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like that sort of shit. Call so-and-so. Like that's daily fucking task stuff. That shit, you shouldn't even need reminding about that. Like for me, that's just so easy. I just make a week-long task list, 10 long or so. And I'm like, right, you've got 10 things to do in 7 days. Just like you're enjoying, these are 10 things you enjoy doing. These are 10 things that are really going to push the business forward massively, or you personally on your personal growth. If you get to Sunday and you've done all of these, what a fucking week. You could be proud of that week. Whereas the daily task list thing, it's just never ending. Whereas when you do it as like a week chunk, it just gives you more time to do bigger things. Do you know what I mean, guys? And that's, for me, is working amazingly. I think a lot of you guys should deploy it too. Because you like just focus on small little things every day. It's not going to work. Even if it is the rule of 3, I just don't feel like you're doing enough. Whereas with 7, like you just, what can I accomplish this week? What is realistic? What would I love to get sorted in the next 7 days? 7 days is a long time. A lot evolves, especially in the position I'm in now. You come up with a product idea, you send an email out, 7 days later, you've got a sample in hand. Do you know what I mean? It's like at that point now where I can like make things happen quite quickly. So, you know, that's the sort of stuff that I'm doing. That's the sort of stuff that I'm like really focusing on, like bigger things that don't need rushing, so that when I finally finish them, it's like that had a massive impact. Okay, like this new setup with the streaming platform where we're focused on like a crowdfunding thing so that you guys can put money in but then get dividends every single month paid out to you in profit. Okay, so it's like a monthly passive income for you guys that put money in based on the percentage of how much money you invested in. Like we're working on that at the moment. I've got some people. I've dedicated like an entire day to looking into it in the system and having it explained to me from the person, writing notes, discussing it with different people. You know, figuring out how that's going to work and how we're going to pay this. And okay, let's set up an affiliate thing so that these influencers can get paid off the back of that as well. So when people sign up, they can get paid off the back of it. Let's look into it. What platform's the best for that? Let's call the people from these companies and be like, can you facilitate? That was like a whole day just doing one thing. But it ticked that big goal, which is going to get me a lot closer to something meaningful. Rather than just, I was really busy today, but you didn't really do anything. Okay, even if it's the rule of 3, it's just too micro. I don't think you can get anything meaningful done in one day, whereas in 7 days you can get a lot of meaningful stuff done. There might be one thing that you've worked on and it took 4 days. The second thing you did in a day. The next thing it took a day. The next thing it took a day or whatever. And you've done 4 things that week, but all 4 things are massive. And they've driven your business forward enormously. So the next week you're reaping the benefits of that. You got momentum rather than just, I'm really busy doing nothing. So that's what I do, guys. I make weekly task lists Sunday night or Monday morning. And it's my whole goal for the week. It's like the main goal that oversees it all is if I get all of these done by Sunday night, I've had an amazing week. That week's been unbelievable. So that's the way I look at it, okay? Okay, guys, we've got a bunch of products here at First Man. We've got our men's lifestyle supplement, which is everything that a man needs on a daily basis. We've got our natural diuretic supplement defined, which allows you to get an angular face, removes all the water, especially good for summer. We've got our Male Advantage book, which is a paperback. You can order this, or you can get this in audiobook format or ebook format. We've got our Better Looking Man course, which I'll bring up pictures on screen now. And we've got my personal diet plan and fitness plan in ebook format.